Yes, sir. How are you? Yes, sir. Yes, doctor. Yes, doctor. You have sent the Zoom link before. Okay. Okay, doctor. Our meeting has checked your water video was yes, doctor.
Good afternoon to everyone who have assembled here on the dais and off the dais. On behalf of the Medical Education Unit of SRM Medical College, I welcome you all for the inaugural function of the Learning Management System SRM MediLearn. Dear senior faculty members and friends, we have been following through a transition in medical education in the recent years from traditional curriculum to the competency-based medical curriculum, from teacher-oriented training to student-oriented learning. Currently, we are going to take a major leap in developing our own learning management system for our college. And dear students, you're the first batch to witness this occasion as well as experience the medical learning through learning management system. With this, I would like to call upon our beloved Vice Principal Ma'am to give the welcome address.
Thank you, Balaji, for inviting me to deliver the welcome address on behalf of our Dean, sir. Most respected Pro Vice Chancellor, sir, dear Associate Dean, um, Student Affairs, the team of Red Chips headed by Mr. Anand, and the deans of other specialities of this institution, professors, associate dean research, and above all, the students who are the beneficiaries of this program in a greater way. Wish you all a special knowledge or knowledgeable good afternoon. Information is not knowledge, the only source of knowledge is to experience you, and you need an experience to gain wisdom. This is by Albert Einstein, and in the present the process of gaining wisdom, we have to hear and experience the greater methodological ways, as especially in the field of medicine, which is growing abundantly or exponentially in all the angles. On this special day of this institution, I welcome our Pro VC, Dr. Lieutenant Colonel A. Ravikumar sir, who is a pillar of support and a motivator of innovations on all occasions, even more when it comes to the learning and development by the students, especially the undergraduate students. I welcome you, sir, for this program. I welcome Dr. A. Subram, Dean, sir, who is not able to accompany us today. I welcome Dr. Lograj, Associate Dean of LMS, who is constantly working through the Medical Education Department on the development of teaching and learning methodologies. All the students, I welcome all the deans of all the specialities like pharmacy, nursing, physiotherapy, occupational therapy, and School of Public Health for this August gathering, where through which we all will be learning a newer methodology, a newer technology, which will be helpful for developing our knowledge in sharing our experiences and giving benefit to the students who are at who are our own students, who will be very good products of SRM as they are stepping out with that. I welcome Associate Dean Research, Dr. Balasubramaniam sir, because he is the one who motivates for research of all the students. I welcome the ITKM team headed by Mr. Kannan, and I welcome the key person, Dr. Anand, the team of Red Chips, who had been constantly working with us on this process, because we were very not very specific in our requirements when we started with. They understood, they worked out to our wavelength and brought out this product on in a very short way, in spite of the COVID situations, and we all be positive at some point of time or other. I welcome Dr. Balaji, who is going to deliver the vote of thanks. And as I said earlier, with thanks, I deliver this welcome address. And wisdom is not product of schooling, but it's a lifelong attempt to learn. We will gain knowledge, we will develop our wisdom each and every day, and we will deliver it to the society in future altogether. Thank you so much for this opportunity.
Thank you, ma'am. Now I would like to call upon our beloved Associate Dean, Student Affairs, Dr. M. Lograj, sir, to give an introduction to the learning management system in medical and health science.
Guest Chief Guest, Honorable Vice Chancellor of Medical and Health Sciences, Dr. Lieutenant Colonel Ravikumar sir, the Dean, Symbiosis Medical College for Women, Dr. Lieutenant Colonel T. Vijay Sagar sir, the Vice Principal of our college, the Vice Dean of Research, Anand, Mr. Anand from Red Chip Solutions, Sri Balaji is going to give a vote of thanks. Professors, associate professors, assistant professors, tutors, my dear students, the parents who are watching online. Very good afternoon to everyone. So today we are going to launch the SRM MediLearn, which is a learning management system, which is unique. And the credit goes to our Honorable Pro Vice Chancellor, Medical and Health Sciences. And of course, I have to mention the Dean of Symbiosis Medical College for Women. Both of them initiated the starting of the LMS in medical college. And many of you may ask questions. What is the difference between a website and this LMS? You know that this website has all everything, but it is not dynamic. It's a static. And out of the information that is available, the website is not authenticity. Authenticity of the information is questionable. But this learning management system, in definition, it's a web-based software platform that provides an interactive online learning environment and automate the administration, organization, delivery, and reporting of educational content and lecture outcomes. In fact, we started the journey 1.5 years back, and today we are launching this LMS for the medical college, and we are also going to train tomorrow. All the faculties and the students of the allied health sciences are going to be trained, and subsequently the allied health sciences also will be incorporated in our SRM MediLearn. The use of the primarily it is used for both online and blended learning and uploading course material in advance. One of the advantage of this uploading the course material in advance is the students in advance, they can go through the content course material, and it is more important that it helps in the flipped class, that type of methodology where the students are active learners and the teacher is a facilitator, and at the end it summarizes this, so, which deviates from the didactic lecture, and it associates the students with the course. And the other important aspect is tracking the student performance is easy with LMS. And storing the students' assignment, whatever the assignments they have submitted, is easy in LMS. And mediating communications between the students and teacher is possible in LMS. So our LMS is using an open source operating system. Thanks for the Redshift they have provided, that is the Moodle platform. The Moodle is nothing but modular object-oriented dynamic learning environment. So it has several components. One is the course management, the capacity to deliver timely relevant course material to enrolled learners. And it also helps in class scheduling, content auditing capabilities. The teacher can go inside through username, password, get inside, and then they can edit whatever this. The second aspect is assessment, collection and storage of accessible tasks, like you give assignments, tests, project, portfolio evidence, all those things can be done. And grading of assignments and timely feedback for each learner, and real-time information on their progress. So individually, the progress can be monitored. Individual students can be monitored through this element. That is one of the advantage. And we have uploaded now the first year and second year subjects. So we will be uploading one week before the classes starts. It is on the competency basis. The number will be there, and we have given a format for each PowerPoint that they have uploaded. It should contain the competency number, then the learning objective, the content, body of the lecture, summary, and the end also post-test questions in the form of quiz or the short notes. So this is the format that we have given to the faculties, and that way also we have uploaded everything. And we can monitor the students whether he has gone through the material that we have uploaded. what is the time spent by the students for each of the material that we have uploaded. If they are spent by 5 minutes or 10 minutes or half an hour to read, all can be done. So the tracking process is most important aspect, because we know the dropout is there in medical colleges, and there is attrition, which is the main problem in most of the institutions. So that can be solved through the LMS. So we can find out the log-on frequency, time spent on different sections of the course, communication interactions, number of resources downloaded by the students. So all those can be tracked. And also we can get grade. We can grade them, how much grade they got. And then we can, as a communication tool, you can communicate to the teacher by means of mail, email. It may be on discussion, group discussion, or real-time information interchange, or live video conferencing. All can be done through communication tools. And social connectivity can also be done through discussion forums, live chats, video conferencing, etc. And the the most important aspect is it is ubiquitous access. You can access this from anywhere, from the smartphones or from laptop or desktop. So that is the advantage of this. And the other is the remedial classes. So we can take remedial classes because the schedule is so tight. So we can go out of the college hours. For those who are lacking behind, we can take classes online through this LMS. That is one of the advantage for the slow learners and or the who has back in these academic aspects. So all this, some of the uses of an LMS, it is up to you to use this. But here the commitment should come from both the teachers and the students. If both are not committed, then the LMS fails. So we need that. I hope that all the teachers and the students will be committed in this, and the mentors, already the first year, second year mentors has been trained, and they can look into their students' progress on real-time basis. So we can take the horse to the water. Only the horse to drink the horse to drink the water. Thank you, Vananda.
Thank you, sir, for introducing us to the LMS and mentioning its application. Now I request our Honorable Pro-Vice Chancellor, sir, to hand over the bouquet as a token of appreciation to Mr. Anand and Mr. Santosh. Thank you, sir. Now I request Honorable Pro-Vice Chancellor, sir, Dr. Lieutenant Colonel A. Ravi Kumar, sir, to launch the SRM Medilab and deliver the Chief Guest address.
Yes, 1 second, sir. Okay. 1 second, sir. One second, let me do it.
Good afternoon.
Yes.
Before I do this act, I wish to place on record the unstinted support I had received from the Pro-Chancellor Academics, Dr. Satyanarayan. He was to do this today, but he is not able to come. Way back, before I even joined the institution, I mentioned about this to him, and he said this should be a priority. So this SRM MediLearn LMS system, I think we should dedicate it to him because it was he who pushed it ahead. Great pleasure in inaugurating. That's this. Once again, good afternoon and respected dignitaries on the dais. Our guests from Pune, from Red Chips, Mr. Anand and his colleague, faculty members, students, and other guests. It's a very proud moment, at least personally for me, to do an act which I thought would galvanize the way medicine is taught and learned in this university. Pedagogy has undergone a sea change, and rightfully, the students are claiming what they should have got a long time ago. I belong to a generation we just observed, listened, and followed. Questioning was rare, had to be relevant. If not, you were punished. But now, questioning is the norm. And if the teacher doesn't answer, he is punished. Punishment doesn't mean that he is punished actually, but he feels bad. So that is a sea change. So from a teacher-oriented system, we are moving to a learner-oriented system. But one word of caution. Along with the claim and the right comes the responsibility. The onus of learning is on the student. Earlier it was thrust down. Now it is expected of the student to learn. What we are doing today is merely facilitating the process. Please understand, it's not going to be easy. It's going to be more intense and more interactive. That is the principle of LMS learning. I hope the students who have joined recently have understood this. How many of you are in the first MBBS? Can you raise your hands? Anybody from other batches? Okay. Oh, this is the lucky batch, the COVID batch, which has been chosen for this process. We initiated this process in my previous medical college also, and the success has been huge. And so I wanted to pass on the same experience and expect our students to benefit also. And the same company which did it in that institution is doing it here. They are doing it in a much more refined manner. So the system has been tested. The feedbacks are positive, not only from the students, from the faculty, as well as the parents. Therefore, it's upon us to act responsibly and take advantage of it. How many of you wake up? I'm asking the students, how many of you wake up? The first thing you do is look at your cell phone. Okay, how many don't look at the cell phone in the morning? I see 3 or 4 hands. So that means you are used to the screen. So please take care of your eyes because the present and the future is all about using your eyes and ears. Because from the time you get up till the time you go to sleep, you are looking at some screen. It has been found, it has been probably researched, I do not know the public results, where they found that screen-based learning is replacing lecture and book-based learning. But when it comes to skill learning, you need hands-on. That cannot be replaced again. In medical profession, you need that also. That is why we have a simulation lab. In LMS, we are now using in this institution, like many other institutions, what is known as blended learning. We are blending both the face-to-face contact programs, either it is skill learning or it is lecture demonstrations, along with online education. I thought all of you did the BLS training. Did anybody miss out the BLS training in this batch? All of you did the BLS training, yes or no? Okay. Now, what do you think about that? I've seen your feedbacks. Was it worth it? Okay. So that is the type of experiential learning we want you to have for skill. Whereas when it comes to learning the subject, we want you to be more of a problem solver, manager, team leader, those sort of qualities. We do not want you to just cram and repeat. Unfortunately, in our schooling system and selection system, that is the methodology which works. When it comes to professional education, we need much more of other skills, mainly problem solving. And that is what we'll expose you to in LMS. Projects, problems, quizzes, small group activities, all this will happen. And as Dr. Lograj mentioned, it will be monitored, mentored, and awarded suitably. Therefore, it's a win-win situation for both the teacher and the student. But everything depends on the person behind the machine. So unless all of us put our heads together, shoulders together, minds together, and work towards a common goal of getting knowledge and skill, it will not succeed. We also propose to initiate some form of research into this pedagogy and see how much better or worse it is compared to the conventional methodology. And I must again acknowledge and with thanks the management for having supported me, because the infrastructure what we have here is all for on-campus learning. But to again invest into a electronic way of learning, e-learning, calls for more investment. Training of faculty, training of students, administrators, everybody included. It was absorbed because of only one common goal. That SRM should shine, SRM should be ranked in the top 10 universities in this country. Medical college should be really the torchbearer. So I request all of you to put your efforts into this direction and see that we achieve success, not for ourselves, but also for our institution and your university, and make this LMS work the best for our learning purposes. Thank you very much and wish you all the best for happy learning.
Thank you, sir, for launching the program. And as sir mentioned, this particular platform will be a facilitator for us, and we need to do our work behind it. On behalf of the students, I would request Ms. Benita Georgina Mary to mention about the expectation from the students' perspective on LMS.
Thank you, sir. A very good afternoon to each one of you present here, the dignitaries on the dais and off the dais, all of our HODs, all of our faculty, and all of my friends. I am Benita, and today I was asked to speak on what we as students expect from this LMS program. I have quickly jotted down a few points which I would like to present. Firstly, we want LMS, and we also heard that we want LMS to be an all-in-all self-containing repository where we will not go to another place to find all our learning material, be it PPTs or videos or notes. Secondly, we expect LMS to be timely updated every day, and we were also told that all our PPTs would be uploaded previously, which would be of great help to us. And thirdly, we came to know that LMS would contain various MCQs, which would help us for our future um, entrance examinations. Usually, when we buy an MCQ book, in the first day, the first week, and the first month, we used to be really enthusiastic about it. We'll say we'll complete it fully, but then as time prolongs, that's not the reality. We will not even touch the book. And for that, we expect LMS to give us challenges or maybe give us levels, leaderboards, and scores, and remind us for us to finish it. And also, most importantly, once we finish the quiz, we expect the platform to give us the answers and explanations for it, so that we can go back to it and revise it anytime we want. And most importantly, when we use an online platform, usually we face the problem of having advertisements and LMS, which distract us really. So LMS, we are sure that would not be a problem. And mostly when we use an online platform, it has to be easily navigable and it has to be easily accessible. And that is also what we expect. Whatever said or done, it would be of utmost benefit to us. As Lokrat sir said, it would be of utmost benefit to us only if we make the best use of it. I assure you that we would try our best making the best use of it. And I thank the management for having taken up this initiative. And I thank you all for patiently listening to me. Thank you.
Thank you, Benita. Now I would like to make a special mention about the person who was very instrumental in starting this learning management system. In fact, there was a day when we were not aware of this learning management systems. This particular person, sir, had come here and has trained us on what is this learning management system. So he was in the initial milestone of this development. So he's none other than Dr. Lieutenant Colonel T. Vijayasagar, the Dean of Symbiosis Medical College for Women. Sir will be joining us through the online mode. He will be giving a brief introduction about SRM Medical.
Good afternoon. Can you hear me? Good afternoon to
Yes, sir, we can hear you.
Colonel Ravi Kumar, sir, who's been my mentor and guide for over 30 years now. Good afternoon to all the faculty members of SRM and dear students of SRM Medical College. Uh, Greetings from Symbiosis College for Women, Pune. And this COVID period has changed the way we teach and learn. And one positive thing which COVID has forced upon us was that it has forced us to adopt technologies to enable teaching learning. All these days, we were kind of reluctant to use technology in our teaching learning process. And the COVID pandemic has forced us to adopt technology and make the best use of technology in this teaching learning process. And e-learning once occupied a relatively small, insignificant place, now occupies a highly visible place in the worldwide higher education institutes. Teachers, students, and researchers are increasingly turning to e-learning for teaching, learning, and collaborating much better than ever before. And a learning management system is the heart of e-learning. There are, as you might be aware, there are many learning management systems out there, but I'm very happy to see that SRM has uh, instituted a learning management system for the benefit of both the students and the teachers. And I'm happy to note that Moodle-based LMS is being launched today by a very uh, Redshift solutions company. They instituted the same Moodle platform at Ramchandra in 2015. They were the same company which instituted Moodle LMS at Symbiosis Medical College. And I'm glad to note that they are doing the same thing. They are highly experienced people with a lot of experience, and good teaching experience in the program. And of all the LMS that are available, I'm sure most of you know that Moodle is the world's LMS, which is being used by, note the statistics please, 215 million users. Moodle is being used by over 215 million users across the world, spread over 125,000 websites, and distributed in over 242 countries. That is how popular it is. So I'll request each one of you to use this gift which your respected Radhika sir, Dr. Ravikumar sir has gifted to you, both the students and the faculty, to make the best possible use of this learning management system. And before I conclude, I have a small request to the faculty. The technology is here today. Your students, as this bright student has very tech savvy. They expect a lot from us. It is up to us teachers to rise up to the occasion, skill ourselves in our teaching methodology, but also in our technical skills so that we make the best possible use of this learning platform. And most of the time, change is difficult. We all have a tendency for inertia, for procrastination. But the time pull our head out of the sand, see the reality, see where the world is going, where the leading educations of the world are going, and change ourselves accordingly. Uh, like I said, change might be difficult, but I'll request all the teachers to kindly persevere, and I'm sure the results will show up in less than a year. The second thing I want to request you is please take help of Redshift Solutions and their teaching expertise. They provide online teaching opportunities for the teachers to learn about Moodle. You might start, you don't have to do all the complicated lessons which are available in Moodle. But as you proceed along, there are immense opportunities for you to teach and engage with the students both in an offline and online mode. Also, there's beautiful examination documents available. Also, there are generate tremendous amounts of reports from the learning management system, which will help you in better understanding the requirements of the students. And last couple of things which I wanted to tell you was when you have your medical education unit meetings, I will request you at least for the first year, kindly have presentations where you have a roadmap of how many lessons were uploaded on a monthly basis, how many MCQs were uploaded on a monthly basis. This will help you to propel the faculty to adopt this new methodology. And the last thing which I want to is, and possibly the most important thing, is please try to engage with the students in the learning process. Please allow them to help in the creation of lessons. They will be more than excited to create new lessons for you, which could be possibly be as good or even better than what else can create. With these few words, I wish SRN all the very best in their new entrants in their learning management system. I thank Kumar sir and all the faculty for having given me this opportunity to interact with you this afternoon. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir, for being with us in this journey all this time and also sparing your time to deliver the speech. Sir mentioned Redshift solutions played a very important role in developing such platforms in many colleges, and so is our institute. So I would like to call upon Mr. Anand to perform a demo on this element.
Directly say. I'll do that. By the time the team, Santosh, gets on this, first I'd like to thank Sir, specifically Sir, to actually get us here and think of implementing an LMS system and getting us on the track. So I'd like to obviously thank the whole team at SRM. It's a big initiative. It's a mindset change that needs to be got across. And Sir initiating this process, it's quite a big thing. I'll also like to thank Lieutenant Colonel Vijay Sagar sir for the guidance on actually getting this platform to the medical college here at SRM. And I also would like to thank the students, specifically in taking this step toward accepting and adopting this technology. How many of you actually use WhatsApp? If you can just raise your hand, all of us, I think, all of us use WhatsApp. How many of you use Facebook? For that matter, Instagram now. How many of you are using Instagram? How much time did you take to learn these platforms? Did anyone come and teach you how to use WhatsApp? I'm sure there was no training there. There was no training for using Facebook or Instagram. So these platforms, are easily adaptable. Similarly, the LMS. If you get the gist of why it is needed, how is it important for you, I'm sure you'll get it immediately within a day or two. So it's not a big challenge learning a new system, and you need to be supportive because as there is the faculty and your professors are all learning this for the first time as well. So when they actually upload content, they will also be learning it while doing it, and obviously you will also be looking at it for the first time. So how many of you have seen YouTube videos and done surgery? I'm sure no one has. So we're not expecting you to look at the content and do a surgery looking at it. What we expect you is to learn the content, understand it, ask questions, and it's more of it's a two-way interaction. In the classroom we have a two-way interaction. We're looking at the LMS to be a two-way interaction. So we want all of you to actually help your faculty also. I'm sure some of our students would like to help the faculty in uploading content, learning how the system works. It's going to be a two-way process. And also for the faculty, I'm sure it is going to be a change in your mindset because you have a lot of content already ready, which you're using in classrooms. And there is always a mindset, should I share it? Should I upload this content? Should I not give it to the students? Should I give it to the students? All these thoughts will come across, but your content is very safe on the platform. It is for your students, and what you teach in class is obviously beyond what the content can do. It's your personality which is actually going to change the students' way of learning. So that's more important because content is available. It's you who are the key for the whole platform to work. So just to run through this, I have been a lean operations expert as well and a technology expert for the last 14 years. So how many of you know Japanese? One? Okay. There's a word called kai kaku. Have you heard of this word? And there's a word called kaizen. Yeah. So basically, kai kaku is a change which is drastic, and kaizen is continuous improvement. So when you first time get a system, it's like a kai kaku. It's what has happened. Something has changed drastically for me. But once this system settles in, then it's continuous improvement. So the first step is the biggest step. All other steps are small. So that's important for us to take that step and move ahead in this. So you should understand that MediLearn LMS will open the door for a lot of other opportunities. As students, you could say, oh ma'am, I found this link, or sir, I found this link on YouTube, which was very good. Can we share it with students? 100%. Ask your faculty or your administrator to upload that for everyone to see. You should be also sharing content to the faculty. You say, let's look at this. I want to share it with all my fellow batchmates. So let's begin this journey of actually using the LMS platform. And we have been in this field for 14 plus years. A lot of implementations done. So it has to be a collaborative effort, and we are there to support. Anytime you get stuck, our team is there. So we are going to be with you till you get comfortable, till you adapt to the system, and we grow the system together. Okay. So I'm just going to show you the platform in an easy way. So I think Santosh has already put a login. Yeah, he's already logged into the system. Now this student one is not a real name. It is a test name. It's a demo name. Okay. Otherwise, you might think student one is the first name, student one second name. How did that happen? So yeah, as you can see, you'll be able to see whatever courses you've accessed on the dashboard. I'm just going to show you the dashboard initially today. We're obviously doing more trainings, and you'll adapt to it. So you'll see what courses are there. You'll see what the overview is. Again, you'll see courses. You can see the yellow line here. That will show how much is the progress done. How much have you completed this content? On the right, you can see a batch. So as you finish and do courses, you will get different batches. So you can compare your batches among your batchmates. See how much have you done. There is a calendar. So any event that is planned, will actually show a highlight on this calendar, saying, this day you have this event. You can set up various events. Even your quizzes or last day of completions will all be highlighted on this calendar. Another plugin is a Level Up. Again, this is you can compare again among your students, among the batches. On the right, you'll see a timeline with certain dates. There are no content here. As it comes in, it will get filled up. Announcements will come up. Upcoming events will come here. So this is a generic screen which all of you as students will see. As you go, all you need to is click into this and get into the content area. There's something called private files as well, where these files you can upload and keep it if you want to refer to it later on. Yeah. So when you open the content, you'll see it's a structure, something like this, divided into topics, and you'll see all the modules coming up, or all the content, quizzes, your PDFs, PPTs, videos, all coming here. And on the right also, you have an option to navigate. So there will be at the top, you can also jump into courses, news, if there are blogs. If you want to search, you could easily search for a course. As the content grows, you'll have a lot more content coming in, so you can use the search option. So it's a straightforward platform. It's quite easy to use. So I think we've already done this. I'll just jump into a dashboard again. So on the right, you could jump to the dashboard. For faculties, it's a different dashboard. You will see something different when you actually log in. As students, if you feel, I don't like this look and feel, just click on customize and change the way you want to modify, move something across. You could easily move it. You just have to take it, drag it. You see this plus sign. I don't like my learning plan to the top. Just move it away. So you are the ones who are going to manage your own dashboards. You decide how you want it to look. What is important for you at the top or the bottom. Or you may want to move something from here, say recently accessed courses somewhere else. You just have to drag it. As you drag and drop, it will move around. Okay. So you can play around with this without any effect, okay, to the system. And this is for your benefit. And this is accessible on various devices. So you'll be accessing it on mobile devices. You can access it on iPhones, iPads, any device that you use in the classroom. So any challenges you feel, please feel free. Sir, the team here has actually appointed someone in-house to support you as well. And he can get in touch with us in case you face any challenges in the system. This announcement here. So a lot of things, if you have queries and if you would like to help the faculty, please, volunteer. It will be really great for that. Thank you. Thank you all. Thank you for this.
Thank you, Mr. Anand, for demonstrating the platform here. As we mentioned, we need to have a lot of training and hands-on it for us to get well versed with it. So then I would like to call my friend Dr. C. Balaji, Professor of Pediatrics, to deliver the vote of thanks.
We started our journey in online learning during this COVID lockdown. It was from WhatsApp learning, then Google learning, then Zoom learning, then finally we have ended up with SRM Medi learning. It's like a dream come true for all of us. And having been a part of this wonderful journey, it gives me immense pleasure and joy to thank all the wonderful persons who are behind this SRM MediLearn project. Let me thank a bit technically. Every learning management system needs to be hosted in a server. A server is a hardware device that accepts and responds to requests made by the users. I thank our management. I thank our Honorable Pro-Chancellor for being a good, dedicated server, for being the hardware of this project. His constant support has made this possible. Thank you, sir. And this learning management system is a platform in which we upload all our courses and educational content. I thank our beloved Dean, Dr. Sundaram sir, and our respected Pro-Vice Chancellor, Dr. Ravi Kumar sir, for being the stable platform upon which we were able to work. A special thanks to our Pro-Vice Chancellor for being the catalyst in speeding up the process, for bringing the right persons, especially Redshift team, for the project. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. An LMS admin is a person who has the responsibility of managing the team and providing daily support, as well as keeping the ongoing operations of an LMS stable. I thank our Associate Dean Student Affairs, Dr. Lograj sir, for being the best admin, managing us efficiently and leading us from the front. I thank our Vice Principal, Dr. Leela ma'am, Medical Education Unit faculties, especially Dr. Satyanarayan sir, ITKM team under Mr. Kannan, for giving their best in shaping up the LMS to perfection. Special thanks to Dr. Vijay Sagar sir for helping us take the initial baby steps in Moodle. And I thank our Associate Dean Medical Research for gracing this inauguration ceremony. I thank all department HODs, faculties for uploading good quality teaching material for students to benefit. I thank Mr. Anand, Mr. Santosh, and Redshift Solutions for installing, customizing, and training us the LMS platform without missing the deadlines. Thank you, sir. And last but not the least, I thank all the faculties, parents who are attending the online meeting, students who are attending here, support staff for making this function a grand success. Thank you all. Thank you.
With this, we come to the end of this program. I once again thank everyone who have taken their time to come here and grace this.